Hello, soul family. It's your girl Maddie, Good Gemini 444, back with another reading. We're gonna do a quick weekly temperature check, energy check, see what's going on for the collective. If you're new, please subscribe. I'd love to have you. I'm growing my YouTube community here. Comment, like, share, anything to support the channel is awesome. Let's do a quick check-in, see if you're vibing with this energy, vibing with this reading. I'd rather you not watch the reading if you're not intuitively feeling connected to it today. That's okay. Not every reading is going to be for you, and not every message within a collective reading is going to be for you. So take what resonates and leave the fucking rest. All right, so let's see what's going on. Temperature check. I was hearing a trajectory. This is about the trajectory between now and Sag season. So within the next month, the next month is bringing in some intense change, particularly like with thought patterns. This is about like, they're giving me like the magician. So Virgo, Gemini energy, where there is destined change happening within your mind, how you're connecting your mind to your emotions, how this is changing and shifting. There's a big change. It's like almost like you're starting over, changing your mind about something. The energy shifting. So what is the astrological energy for this message this week, Spirit? We have Cancer Moon. Okay, so very much like emotional bravery, facing the emotions. There's been some like heightened emotions. We have a new moon in Libra also coming up in the next 2 days. This is going to be all about like new relationships, refreshed relationships. Libra's all about relationships, romance, harmony, balance, decision, right? So there's something changing, I guess, maybe in your emotional container of like who you're drawing in, how you're taking care of yourself. Potentially new relationships are coming to you in Sagittarius season, and this is like a preparation. We have the sun, so self-expression and embodying your truth. So yeah, I feel like you might be shifting within this. This is beautiful. And we have Jupiter growing and expanding. So yeah, I saw a video too about this Libra new moon being about glamour magic. So maybe you're like expanding the way that you shine your light, self-expression, embodying your truth, embodying who you are. This is beautiful. It's like you're shining your light. Wow. And then we have Virgo. Yeah, so Virgo came out. I kind of tried to record this reading before, and I I stopped recording because I felt stoops. Okay, I know I'm stupid, but I was recording, and the whole time I thought it was Scorpio. You know, the symbols are similar. I get them mixed up sometimes. But it was North Node in Virgo, so it's interesting. The Virgo is coming out again, and I mentioned the Virgo like with the magician energy. So integrity, reverence, and service here with Virgo. So your purpose or like who you are is you have a lot of integrity. You are a leader within some type of service. Like you're meant to heal people, you're meant to help people. I can't help but notice there's roses and hearts on both of these cards. So maybe connecting to flowers a lot this week. Maybe somebody's going to bring you flowers, or get you flowers. I know that's like Halloween in the next couple of weeks, so maybe a lot of people are going to be going out. Here we have Pluto though as well. So yeah, this is about transformation, emotional transformation, facing your emotions. I just got breakthrough. So an emotional breakthrough is leading you to, it's like you learned an emotional lesson, or you were like, now I'm getting like a little bit of Saturn energy where this was important, this was integral, this was part of the process. So Sun in Virgo, it's really like you're expressing yourself in a very authentic way, and you're somebody that people look up to. You're somebody that people see as very authentic, true to themselves. Again, I can't help but notice that magician energy though in the trajectory. It's like you are manifesting something. Manifestation is obviously very important under new moons. So Spirit wants you to get very clear on what you want to manifest, particularly like around your self-love, potentially around your purpose. What do you need to work on within yourself so you can step into your purpose differently, so that you can interact with your world differently, so you can be more in service versus doubt or overthinking. Wow, we have Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups has been haunting 444, the collective. So Spirit is saying like your pathway, walking away from whatever you've been walking away from in this season, is protected, and you're meant to. Wow, with the Hermit, Virgo at the bottom of the deck. So this type of like internal seeking, wow, that's very cool that the Hermit's at the bottom of the deck. You're doing some internal work this week. Like spirit wants you to meditate, go within. Look, the answers lie within for this question. This card is sticking out to me. Wow, Eight of Swords, helpless and hopeless. So you might be moving away from something and there's a lot of fears cropping up. 88 could be significant. 888. It's almost the initiation, activation. This is Gemini energy, Pisces energy, so a lot of mutable energy. So this is like about changes, allowing change in. Ace of Swords. So yeah, it's like moving from helpless and hopeless to clarity of what you believe. So maybe you're moving on from being helpless and hopeless and you're taking control over your mental aspects that have been controlling you in some way. Let's get one more of what's coming up for the collective this week. Wow, the Emperor. This is beautiful. So 444, 888. This is in regards to your leadership. This is in regards to you owning who you are and making changes, being powerful. Applying, maybe there's like been this is the Emperor talks about the tower. Yeah, it's like you're rebuilding something. So this is like about with the helpless and hopeless feeling, you might have been struggling on how do I lead? How am I going to be of service? How can I get there if I'm feeling like this right now? And it's like this is part, like I said, it's an initiation period. Like you had to go through this to understand, to be able to help people with it. It's cool because it's almost like there's a sun behind him there as well. So this is all about who you are, your personality, your appearance, the way you're showing up in the world. It's giving a lot of sun, fiery energy. Specifically, what's coming through very strongly is Aries, first house energy. Just like the way that you present yourself to the world, it's being noticed differently, okay? I also want to clarify just really quickly this Eight of Swords. Please clarify the Eight of Swords. Also, it's like you're leading yourself out of helplessness and hopelessness with self-discipline, with rules. Wow, the Moon card. Yeah. Yes. There's that moon. We had the moon come out. So this is like confronting. It's interesting because look at the shadow self behind there. Right? So it's like confronting the parts of you that you've been allowing to control you in some way up into this point. And I feel like there's been a lot of fears controlling you up into this point and you're confronting them. It's within the inner child. So your birthday could be 8/18. You could definitely be a Leo, on the cusp of Leo to Virgo season. You could be a Virgo, Gemini, Sag, or Pisces. That's coming through very strongly, and also Aries, Scorpio. Okay, we also have the Chariot. So Spirit is moving. I'm telling you, there's something about you being moved towards a new relationship as well. Something is transforming here. You're going through this transformation because you are stepping into something new. So I just got this new deck, so I want to see what's coming up this week. This is like about stories. What does it say on the deck? It says, I'm on top of it. It says, Threads of the Soul. Exploring, rewriting, and reclaiming your story. So let's see what this deck has to say. But you definitely could be a sun in Virgo. You don't have to be, but it's giving this energy of like, maybe it's potentially the last new moon in Virgo activated some emotional wounding that needed some care. So let's see. But this, you're leading, you're moving on, you're moving forward. You're confronting, or you're being asked to confront these fears. The Moon and the Eight of Swords are both about fears. So Spirit really wants you to face your fears. 929 when I said that. Yeah, there's something about 929 as well. I heard that in a song earlier. So maybe there was a significance with that date for you. Spirit, what is the message here for the collective this week from this deck? Thank you. Okay, we have two. So the map with no names. What part of your life feels uncertain or uncharted? How can you navigate without needing all the answers? Ooh, I love that. So yeah, this is like very unknown, this next part of your life. I keep getting initiation or transition, or like it's a trajectory towards this big shift, and like right now I'm not getting like there's any sort of like big event happening yet. It's like kind of the interim, the in between now and this big change. And of course the bridge, it's like you're on the bridge going towards the destination right now, that you're the next step you're trying to reach. So what transition are you experiencing? What must you leave behind, and what awaits on the other side? Period. Moving on. So it's like, what are you walking away from? This is in regards to relationships, especially the fact that we're having the new moon in Libra, which is all about relationships, Venus, a relationship to self, a relationship to others, and this completely changing. It's like you're taking the lead, and you're going to be attracting new people because you've been moving on. You've been changing the rules, the rule book, the playbook, playing by new rules. The emperor is all about law and order and rules. So it's like you've rewritten the rules and you're playing by the new rules, and that's changing things. There could be something that happens, or there's a significance with November 8th or November 9th. But yeah, they're saying what part of your life feels uncertain. So it's like you're moving on without having the answers, and that spirit is confirming that is exactly what you're meant to be doing. And then the transition you're experiencing is like you're moving from being afraid to taking the lead and facing your fears. You're not allowing your fears to control you anymore. You're writing the rule book. You're rewriting the rules. You're saying, I'm not going to allow my fears to control me. Again, with the magician's all about the mind and how we can, manifest through our thoughts. So they really want you to focus on like your personality, the way that you look, the way you present, the way that people see you, the way that you show up in the world. That is what spirit wants you to work on, how you like lead your day-to-day life. And what waits on the other side. We can pull cards for this. And the endless pathway. Do you feel stuck in a cycle? What patterns are repeating, and what needs to change for a new direction to emerge? So yeah, I feel like that's what you're moving on from. So maybe you were in like an endless cycle of a certain type of relationship or a certain type of behavior, and what needs to change for you to cross this bridge. Let's pull some tarot to see what the answer to that is. Hope this is helping you so far. I'm trying to make these energy check-in readings a little bit shorter so I can, film more content. I'm really bad with keeping readings on the shorter end. I'm a Gemini. I talk a lot, so work with me. Give me a little grace. I need to give myself grace. I know you guys do. So there's 2 question marks here. So yeah, there's definitely something here about like feeling you don't need to have the answers. You just need to, it's like you don't look at the answers, like focus more on the day-to-day structure of your life. Yeah, Saturn and Gemini. I'm pretty sure, I think the 8 of Swords is Saturn and Gemini. It might not be. It might be Jupiter and Gemini. But like this Gemini energy with that 8 of Swords, it's really saying there's something about shifting out of fear and staying stuck in this loop of fear and moving forward towards clarity of belief, like we saw with that Ace of Swords. Yeah, moving forward with clarity, moving forward. The Knights are all about action, right? So it's like you are looking at things differently and taking action with a different narrative. Very cool. So let's answer the question of what part of your life feels uncertain right now? What part of the collective's life feels uncertain right now? Don't want to take multiple cards like this, but we'll look at this really quick. Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and the 5 of Swords. Okay, so this makes sense because it's saying like you're uncertain about the future, what the future holds. Emotionally, you're feeling like, can I trust my intuition? Can I trust this pathway moving forward? And I feel like you're maybe doubting your decisions a little bit, or there's other people that are upset about the direction that you're taking. With that 5 of Swords, there's the fucking Emperor, dude. Yeah, it's like the way that you're leading your life is changing, and some people may not be happy about it. This is about boundaries, structure, really shifting around that. This is beautiful. This is also about like the way you're taking care of yourself, the way you're holding yourself. You're looking really good because your energy is moving, or it's going to be like presented, felt differently. Knight of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so what part of your life feels uncertain or uncharted? I think this is in terms of the love life, in terms of like, can I move forward with an open heart? Can I continue to, trust the pathway forward? Can I continue to give love without being afraid of getting hurt? Because the Four of Pentacles is like blocking the heart chakra. So this is very much about like relationships and love. It's like, can I move forward and attract something new? Yes, baby. The sun. Everything's going to be a-okay. You are being freed from this other timeline, this other reality, but it depends on you with self-compassion and leading yourself with new rules. Yes, like we were saying before, the Chariot and the Eight of Swords. No fucking way. 1555 when I said that. So this is a change of your mind, and it's leading you in a different direction. The Chariot's all about having more control and balance. You see he doesn't even have reins over the two Sphinxes. He's able to lead the Chariot just by the fact that he has control over his energy. So this is about you like leading your life differently. The Chariot's also about moving away, moving in a different direction, moving on as well. And then next, what transition are you experiencing? So I think with the Chariot, you are transitioning out of an old type of life and transitioning into a new one. You're moving in a different direction just completely. What must you leave behind? Ace of Swords. So transition you're experiencing is a mental transition into clarity. You're moving into mental clarity. The Death card. What must you leave behind, and what awaits on the other side? So you must leave behind anything that is blocking this clarity, and what awaits on the other side is an internal transformation. It's change. It's beautiful. It's deep, like complete like overhaul of your life. Emotionally, internally, externally, within everything. This is so beautiful. So let's pull a couple last cards. So I also got this deck. So this is clarifying life cards for love and career. So message, that was very quick. So let's just take this one. Cloud of unknowing. Float on the clouds of the unknown, surrender to the mystery, and embrace the sacred within. So yeah, going within and trusting without knowing all the answers is very important. Embracing the unknown. Venture into the mystery with an open heart. Yes, venture into the mystery with an open heart. Welcoming the lessons hidden in uncertainty. Beautiful. I love that. So Spirit wants you to keep moving confidently forward with an open heart. You can do that. Small steps. Lead yourself through small steps. So the small wins, the small triumphs, the everyday victories, celebrate them. They will take you there. So focus on your day-to-day discipline. Move with deliberate care as patience and attentiveness guide you to thoughtful achievements. So this is beautiful. And planning phase. So yeah, it's like you're planning for this transform, or the plans that you're making, these releases that you're doing in your life, it's really, really shifting things. So this is super, super cool. We also have sports at the bottom of the deck there. So again, the rule book. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Hold on one second. Wow. Dude, look what fell on the floor. I can't make that up. Congratulations. So, Spirit is congratulating you about something. Hold on one second. Let me just grab these really quick. You're about to experience true abundance. The veil of illusion has been lifted. So congratulations, the veil of illusion's being lifted. Whatever was there before. Because what you're moving on from, it was some sort of illusion. Okay. What is coming up for the collective this week? Any channel messages that you have for the collective, Spirit? Puppet. You're no longer a puppet to these past cycles. You're becoming the puppet master. You're taking the reins back from the devil. The devil's all about seeing through illusion, and you're not letting these patterns, these karmic patterns, have a hold, or relationships have a hold on you anymore. don't take yourself or this too seriously. The devil is all about not taking things too seriously, having fun, and being able to play. So yeah, that's beautiful. So Spirit's saying like, don't working on obsessive tendencies and loops and things like that. Spirit wants you to like detach a little bit, go with the flow. There's definitely something here about like restriction and balance and not overdoing things, controlling overindulgence. Yeah, wow. This is too painful. I'm blocking it all out. Sex, drugs, and distractions. Help. Very 2020. This could even be like a certain type of pattern that you started in 2020 during the pandemic and it's been hard to get out of. Spiritual hygiene and protection is required at this time. So Spirit wants you to clean your house, to cleanse with sage, Palo Santo, incense, anything that works for you, visualization. Spirit is wanting you to stay protected and to clear your energy. Because there's major jealous energy. I'm telling you what you're moving on from. People are going to be very jealous what you're moving towards. So Spirit wants you to keep on working on this container, your self-sovereignty with that Emperor card, making sure that's very, very strong. Those like boundaries are very solid. One bad day doesn't negate your progress or success. So 2112 when I said that. So Spirit is, yeah, you might have been emotionally going through it. And Spirit is saying that was like meant to happen. And things are shifting. Let's get one last one. Ascension symptoms. Ooh, that's just a confirmation of like whatever feels bad, you're just in transition and initiation. RIP, the old is dead and gone. I'm telling you, with the death card, with that transformation, the Pluto energy. I want to talk about I'm too scared. So you're walking away from people who are in fear and you're moving towards being open-hearted and people who can meet you at your level. Ugly duckling to beautiful swan. Yeah, that's your trajectory, is that you are just going to continue to become more beautiful day by day. Let's get some charms for your week ahead. These will be synchronicities and things that Spirit will communicate with you toward. Oh my God, I need to slow down. Communicate with you through. And these are through repetitions. I can't talk. Jeez. Whew. Yeah, these are just gonna, you know what I mean. If you see these symbols, Spirit is talking to you, Spirit is winking at you, you are aligned. Okay. Wow. We have the letters N and O. So Spirit wants you to be aware of saying, no, I think this is a 0. So it's, but it looks like no. So Spirit wants you to be more aware of saying no to certain things this week, potentially. Like I said, restricting yourself from overindulgence. Sagittarius season with this candy cane and the bow. I'm telling you, there's a shift during Christmas time, Sag season. That could be significant, or just seeing candy canes or bows. We have a little carriage with a girl here, like a pink color. So this could be the birth of a girl with someone you know having a baby girl. You could be having a baby girl. This could even be like your inner child reconnecting with her in some way if you're a girl. Yeah, this is so many different things, but this is like a new beginning with that feminine energy. We have a black cat, so that definitely could be that. It's also Halloween, so the black cat's very on point. It's also very Queen of Wands energy, Aries energy, confidence, magnetism, sexuality. Like, you're oozing beauty, and it's beautiful. We also have a little musical note here. Music could be very important this week. Listening to the lyrics that are coming up, songs that present in public. We have mermaids, so siren energy too, very much giving that off. And starfish energy. Starfish is all about like the external, the superficial looks and things like that. So Spirit doesn't want you to get too egotistical or focused on the external looks, but confidence and feeling good and taking care of yourself, yeah, it's very important, and that's shifting here. We have a little bunny rabbit with a tennis racket, so you could be playing a certain sort of game. With that, we have 05. So you could be born on the 5th, be a life path 5. We also have 50. You could be 50. Moo. Confirmation, you could be 50. We also have this red rocking horse. So with the red rocking horse, I've been getting that a lot of like you having the momentum of like you moving forward. here. And then we have a little Hello Kitty. I think this is a Hello Kitty with a sombrero and a guitar. That's so cute and so funny, but Hello Kitty might be a sign for you. Any sort of Mexican culture, anything like that, that's so cute. Okay, and then I also have P and Q. So LMNOP. So nope. I'm getting so LMNOP. So those NOPQ, like that line of letters, those are all like very close together. But NOP, we also have PON, PON, pondering. Just heard conquest. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. I could go on forever as always, but I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing week. And yeah, just step into your purpose, step into yourself. Embrace the change, love yourself, be kind to yourself, and I'll see you next time.